What's up, y'all? We're watching TV here outside Q2 Stadium. Back-to-back draws in Texas derbies at home. What was supposed to be a slam dunk set of games ended up being in a little bit of a question mark. Thoughts tonight? I know the referee had a huge influence. What are you thinking leaving Q2 tonight?
No, the only slam dunk tonight was Owen Wolf dunking on that Dallas player for the goal, which I love seeing from him. Just a real, grown-up adult goal, even from somebody who's only 20 years old. You know, it's something that I talked about in the preview article is that Austin needs to get 3 points against non-playoff teams. Dallas is not a playoff team. It's same with Houston and Real Salt Lake and Atlanta. And with the West being as tight as it is, and needing to try to get home field advantage in the playoffs, this just isn't good enough. And I like that we tried a little bit more in terms of bringing on subs, but the game just wasn't played at a fast enough pace. We let Dallas play at the pace they wanted to. We let them get back and defend. And you just can't do that in MLS and expect to score goals.
Appreciate you, Mike G, outside Q2 Stadium. You already know. Let's get it. What's up, y'all? We're watching TV here outside Q2 Stadium. I'm with Mike J Tuck, a.k.a. Monterrey. Real difficult match tonight. The referee definitely had an impact. I mean, what are your thoughts tonight?
It's just not good enough. We played so slow tonight. I mean, it looked like they were just jogging the whole night, just cycling it wing to wing, switching it over and over again, but not switching it fast enough to where it's clinical to catch them out of position. 4 passes before it's switched and they're already on the other side. It's useless, just back and forth. We can't create through the middle. We're having to play Owen as a makeshift left wing, which is taking out the creativity in the midfield. And when he does move into midfield, there's nobody on the left side. And I mean, I don't want to blame Nico, I don't want to blame Roto, but they're the ones that we need to be asking the questions to. Why is our squad built so poorly, and why are we not scoring any of the? Why are we barely creating any chances?
The ref tonight, though, mate.
No, it's not an excuse. Again, it's not an excuse. When you're at home, you have to create chances. You have to play fast pace. You have to bring it. You have to bring the intensity, and they didn't. They play slow and boring and sloppy, creating no chances. We were just terrible all round.
Gallagher, the solution at left wing. I saw he was subbed in at defense, but I mean, that left side is dying for somebody.
I would like to sacrifice someone in the midfield just to throw him at left wing because we need somebody there bad.
Where's Taylor?
Yeah, I mean, Taylor's not good enough. I mean, he's been injured, and when he's came on, he's been poor. Aside from the goal against, San Jose, I mean, he's shown nothing to prove that he deserves to be here, and he's on $700,000 a year.
600 or so around there.
A high number for what you're performing, and we need Vasquez back because Azuni as a striker is not tall enough for all of those crosses. He's not. He doesn't have the aerial height for those headers.
You're talking 2026 for Brandon Vasquez.
If we want to win a trophy, we need to find a solution before the transfer window ends because the U.S. Open Cup is not going to be easy to win.
My G outside Q2 Stadium. You already know. Let's get it. What's up, y'all? We're watching TV here outside Q2 Stadium with my G Jordan. 1-1, another draw, another Texas derby here at Q2 Stadium. Owen Wolf with a great header, great goal. But in the end, it's another point. In a match that you should have won, the referee had an impact. What are your thoughts tonight?
Yeah, I can't see this match without the last match. And it was after the last match, the one against Houston, when we blew the 2-0 lead, with the penalty that even pro referees admitted was bullshit for VAR to give. But anyway, we still dropped the points. And so tonight was all about tonight. Can we do it, you know? Sorry, I dropped this. I don't want to be that disrespectful. Because disrespect is all I'm thinking about right now. I'm pretty upset because, the money's been spent, but, I mean, we still don't know if Rodolfo Borrell is a con artist or not. We don't know if he's just conned his way into this job. He's never been a sporting director before. One thing we do know is that this is all Nico Estevez can bring as a manager. I told him I'd give to the summer before I even have an initial opinion on him, and the first report card is really bad because the late subs when we're gassed, the bad man management against Houston. He's a better player manager than Josh Wolf, clearly. The guys do play together. There seems to be a vibe. But in the end, we're just very mid. We left hell and have ended up in purgatory. Nothing that's happening in the abstract justifies just firing Nico Estevez, but at the same time, I'm pretty convinced that this is all we're going to get while he's manager. So what do we do? What do we do when we don't have an active mid-season window? Is it all about the offseason? Is Roto only giving him 1 year? But ultimately too, we can't have a striker, a $12 million striker that scored 3 or 4 goals this season. We can't have that when Owen Wolf is our best player, our best field player. Stu and Owen Wolf, those have been our best players this year. And Beerus keeps, putting in a shift tonight. There was a lot of good tonight in the individual players, but the horseshoe of sadness was back. The things we hate were back. The vibes were kind of rancid in the stands. I mean, it was the least happy ending to it. Like, it just didn't sound good because everyone just is tired of the shit. I'm tired of the shit.
My J. Jordan outside Q2 Stadium. You already know. Let's get it. What's up, y'all? We're Russ TV here outside Q2 Stadium with my J. Brian. 1-1 draw tonight. What are your thoughts on this match?
I thought we overall played well, and our decision making was good, and we did get good service in the box. I thought Owen Wolf's corners could have been a little bit more crisp.
I've heard
than
that
they
before.
Were. And I thought Bukhari, he's had a good stretch of games. Bukhari has, but I think he played with his foot a little bit too much tonight.
Kind of
I
did.
thought he could be a little bit better with his decision making on ball as well. Overall, good game. Unfortunate draw. I think this draw feels like a loss for both FC Dallas and us. And it takes our chances of Copa Tejas out.
100%.
So that's really frustrating. And I thought the refs were, and I saw today that like the pro referees, they sent out a statement that said, "Oh, our penalty or the penalty against us versus Houston the other week, oh, that shouldn't have been." I'm like, okay, so y'all tell us this now, and then they'll probably do something again this week too. So that should have been a penalty there in the box. I think on.
Either Mirto or Buca,
yeah,
one of those two for sure tonight.
So, just frustrating all around.
100%. My G outside Q2 Stadium.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You already know. Let's get it. What's up, y'all? We're Russ TV here outside Q2 Stadium with my J. Travis El Chivo. Mate, you're in the front row every single week. Consistent. You're more consistent than this Austin FC side. What are your thoughts tonight?
It was shit. I guess you have possession without intent half the game. It's like they reverted to what they did the first, 5-6 weeks of the season, which is absolutely awful. I don't understand why this team can't win at home. They play completely different away. Do they feel too much pressure at home? I don't know.
Now, there was a couple things that Austin FC maybe did right. They held possession well. Owen Wolf got a great goal dunked on the guy. But, moving forward, these are two games where Austin FC should have won, could have won it, and some fans are going to leave here talking about the referee. Is that a valid excuse for both of these games?
Pro saying that the Houston one shouldn't have been a penalty is proof, but this one I think the ref was bad. There were some fouls that I thought, sometimes there should have been a foul and there wasn't, but I don't know. I can't always blame the referee because you do that, you're going to start saying, the team didn't do that bad, the ref's fault.
My G outside Q2 Stadium. You already know. Let's get it. What's up, y'all? We're Russ TV here outside Q2 Stadium. Aquí estoy con mi amigo Gabriel. 1-1. Another draw with FC Dallas. We did the same thing against Houston, but it was 2-2. I got fans blaming the referee. I got fans calling out the attack for Austin FC. Where are you at tonight? ¿Quién tiene la culpa del resultado de hoy?
I don't see any difference in this referee to what I've been seeing since 2021 when this show started. There are deficiencies with the refereeing in this league. There just are. We can't keep coming out of these type of games and saying the referee. I've heard a lot of people say, did you see what pro referee posted today about last week's pen not being a pen? I agree. We dropped 4 out of 6 points at home in consecutive weeks. That 2 very winnable games we should have won that would have put us firm in a playoff spot. Now, same as always, we're there clawing, hoping to get. We can practically say goodbye to a home playoff game, that's for sure, 100%. And the bigger picture of it is we can't score, man. And then we have the fortune of scoring 2 goals last week in the first half. We let that slip away. But this team just can't score. I understand what happened with Brandon, but Mirto, I keep waiting for him to pop, and I think it's not coming.
A couple games ago, it looked like it was starting, but then
it feels like it's like maybe 1 step forward, 2 step back, and I think we're on the 2 steps back right now. A couple things that I just don't see him. Like a ball he hizo pantalla. Dude, you are him, right?
That's for you. That's
yes,
for you.
Yes, and he, dude, control the ball, hit that those type of things are what I'm like. 100%. I don't know if his head is not in it, or if he's got
100%. I didn't know what crossed his mind in that instance to dummy the ball, to leave it for Danny.
Yeah.
Danny had pressure on him right
Had
away.
pressure on him, had a defender on his back.
And Danny did not expect that. That was from Mirto Suni. That's his bread and butter. Finisher did it, put the ball into the back of the net, and we all go home happy.
And,
Call him a hero.
It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating, but
My G outside Q2 Stadium. You already know. Let's go. What's up, y'all? We're Russ TV here outside Q2 Stadium with my G Hudson, ATXFC News. Mate, 1-1 draw tonight. Another Texas Derby draw at home. You got 2 points out of 6. Dropped 4 of them. What are your thoughts tonight?
You know, it's another, I hate to say it, but it's another mistake by the referees. There's 2 or 3 pretty obvious penalties there, and we're not calling it. The team, they maybe wanted it, but they didn't play like it was a rivalry match. They didn't want all 3 points. They didn't want to push and get that last goal. I don't know. The end of the first half, we started getting better, and the second half kind of died off. The Wolf goal, I mean, lucky, right? But
Lucky on the header.
I mean, just like being able to get a goal. I mean, they were defending well, but we weren't creating enough.
Now, we mentioned these referees last week. You know, you had the Houston situation. This morning, you get the pro ref deal saying that the VAR review shouldn't have been recommended to the ref. And today you have this show. The referee didn't get any kind of any call from VAR or whatnot. Is it fair to chalk it to the ref tonight?
I mean, they apologized for it, so they know they're wrong. But what's the point of apologizing after the last game? That was so blatant, so obvious. If you have to look at it for 4 minutes, it's not clear.
Almost 5. Almost 5.
It's not clear and obvious. It's not even a penalty in the first place, but going back and then changing it to a penalty is way worse.
I think there was clearer penalties here tonight at Q2 than there was against Houston.
That Uzuni down, no, it has to be a penalty. There's no way you're waving that off.
100%. Let me talk to my G right here. Now,
Jake.
First of all,
my G Jake, we had the sign, a great
shout out
sign.
to my boy Owen Wolf.
Shout
first
out
of
to
all.
Owen Wolf. My little brother said that Owen Wolf was going to score in the match too. So there was something about maybe his aura was talking to both of y'all.
Yes,
But
perfect.
what did you think about it?
Well, first of all, I think you can really feel Vasquez's absence. Of course, our DP9, there were so many crosses that went into the box that were just unanswered. You know, we had so many great opportunities, so many perfect crosses, and just none of them connected with any Austin headers. Of course, you had the Owen Wolf goal, but there were so many other opportunities where I think we needed to capitalize. And once again, it's hard to chalk games up to the ref, but this one, come on, we should have at least had 1 PK out of those plethora of calls. And you know, this is 4 weeks in a row we've had difficulties with the ref. I mean, we did win in DC and we did win in LA, but both of those were soft pen calls in my opinion. Dessler barely took, I think it was paint sill down in the box away in LA Galaxy. I don't think that DC penalty should have been one. Even though we won those games, it's disappointing to see pro, you know, the performance has just not been good the past few weeks, and I think we're almost being punished for it a little bit.
Did we miss some kind of payment? Did we miss some kind of deposit to, pro? Just kidding. Do not, ban us or whatnot. But no, 100%. The last thing that I want to ask you, mate, we're talking about Owen Wolf. We're mentioning how good he was, but the left side, does Austin FC need an injection on that left-hand side? Because you miss out on playing Owen Wolf over there because he's a guy that you want in the middle.
Yeah, it's a little difficult, honestly. I mean, you can definitely feel a little bit of a gap, I would say, in the lines. I mean, we're missing a lot of creativity. The chances just aren't exactly there. I think we need more creativity. Azuni isn't enough on his own. He's not a clinical finisher either. I don't know. I just don't know if the right signings are here. We didn't see Boloko either. I was very surprised to not see him at least on the bench.
I thought it was going to be tonight where we saw him.
Thought we were going to see his debut, but once again, it's just disappointment. And, I'm starting to question a bit of Estevez's tactics. I mean, we're consistently, while our away form has been good, we are consistently dropping points at home that we need to win. If we want to get a high playoff positioning, at this point, I feel like with the dropping of the last 2 games, home playoff, or 4th seed and above, looking out of the picture. So it's just a bit of a disappointment that we're going to continually drop games, and it's going to lead us into a hard playoffs. We just got to hope for U.S. Open Cup. We need to pull through now. I think that's our only chance at silverware this year.
And you got to remember, you close out against Sunny and LAFC at home. So, my G's outside Q2 Stadium. You already know. Let's get it. Perfect, bro. What's up, y'all? We're Russ TV here outside Q2 Stadium. 1-1 draw, back-to-back draws in Texas Derbies here at Q2 in front of the home fans. Owen Wolf with a great goal. Miko Dessler assist on that one. Great cross into the box. But just a disappointing feeling. Back-to-back games. What are your thoughts tonight?
I think just whenever you have a winger that is consistently going like this physically, things don't match up. And I mean, so like Bukhari, obviously he's talented. Dessler, like they're both talented, but there's just something that just doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? Yeah. With that line that we have, I don't know. It's just obviously we need number 10. Getting in Vasquez and Uzuni as strikers just doesn't, for me, it just doesn't make sense. I feel like we should have, instead of getting Uzuni, I feel like we should have gotten a proper number 10 to feed Vasquez, because in the 22 season, Vasquez was running for, actually against Driussi, against the Golden Boot. So if we got an actual number 10, I feel like, and Vasquez is hurt, but like that would have made things, to me, so much better.
100%. I've heard that argument a lot of the times, right. Folks saying that the players that Austin FC brought in, you know, it was great on paper, but there's still a need for a number 10 to make everybody else click. And no, I mean, there was another guy on here saying that the creativity is missing for Austin FC, that the creativity today, the midfield was missing, was lacking. And I think you see that a lot, especially when you have to move Owen Wolf to that left side. And yeah, he did get a goal. 100% credit to Owen Wolf. He's been one of the best players this season. But he's a guy that they're moving around everywhere. And right now at left wing, I mean, you're wondering if that's his best spot when you have Robert Taylor on the bench, John Gallagher on the bench, and Gallagher comes in, but as a defensive sub. So there's got to be some criticism aimed at the coach also for some kind of management. Any thoughts on that?
I mean, I think that exactly what you said. Like, Owen is a Swiss Army knife. Like, especially last season, we plugged him into the right back, and then we'd feed him into the left wing. But now we have people to kind of fit that. So, like, I don't know. Gallagher has consistently been producing last year. He was like one of our top players.
He's been one of the top players overall for the club.
Like, it's like, why isn't he starting? And no disrespect to Owen. Owen, like, he's a young player. He seems like he's hungry this season. Last season, you would see him a lot of times kind of like, you know, doing his...
I did see a lot of that.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, but I think that, like, if we can get him under the wing of, like, a proper number 10, I think that he could fit that number 10 role. But, like, at the end of the day, we need a number 10.
100%. My G, outside Q2 Stadium, you already know. Let's get it.